away from the officers in pursuit, with the police report later identifying the man as Sean Charles Dunn and claiming that he admitted to throwing the sandwich while being apprehended by law enforcement. But then also, as if this story couldn't get any weirder, you had Attorney General Pam Bondi making a post on X where she said that she learned that Dunn was actually an employee of the DOJ, with Bondi then saying that he's now been fired and adding, "This is an example of the deep state we have been up against for 7 months as we work to refocus DOJ. You will not work in this administration while disrespecting our government and law enforcement." And you then had his lawyer confirming that he did indeed work at the agency as a paralegal in the department's Office of International Affairs. But also, the whole sandwich situation isn't the only reason that questions have been raised about the effectiveness of Trump's federal takeover. Because last night, for example, nearly 100 protesters descended on an ICE checkpoint in Northwest DC, where more than 20 officers were reportedly pulling over drivers for minor traffic violations like seatbelt violations or broken taillights. And this, despite the fact that officers at the scene told onlookers that agents were checking for driving eligibility and status, with a bystander also claiming that they'd been asking about immigration status, which would make sense given the fact that they are literally immigration enforcement agents. But according to the Washington Post, just 2 people were detained, though it was unclear why. And so with that, you had a lot of people condemning this whole operation as just a waste of resources and taxpayer dollars. With, for example, DC Councilmember Christina Henderson slamming the arrest reports as a bunch of traffic stops and arguing that the Trump administration was just trying to hide how unnecessary the federal takeover is, and adding, "I'm looking at this list of arrests and they sound like a normal Saturday night in any big city."